And it says we are live on a Sunday night at 7 p.m. for the Kindness Adventures with co-founders moi, Jeanette Martin, and who are you? I'm
Kathy.
the other co-founder, and we are always so excited. And Kathy, I'm kind of tucked into my couch tonight for this. I just it's been a whirlwind week, and yeah. So let's get into we're week 8. No, we're week 9. But we did week 6 twice. Like you had a little bit more time with week 6, which was great. So let's get you in first. So you are on chapter 8, and what is chapter 8 all about?
I am on chapter 8 of the great book by Leon Logothetis, or sorry, Logothetis, Go Be Kind. And chapter 8, where is it? Sorry. Adventure 8 is I'm a super agent 007. I don't know how many of you are 007 fans, but we are. Secret mission, impossible things that you can totally do. So that's basically the challenge. And it was actually the secret mission. He sends you on a secret mission to connect with people.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I connect with people all the time. And basically, it's like the idea is to strike up conversations with complete strangers and really make a connection with them. And we often come across people in our lives that we make an immediate connection. And there are people we come across that we don't make a connection at all, and we just move on to the next, right?
Yeah.
But the whole idea is by connecting with the person through the intention of kindness, first and foremost, will ultimately result in happiness. So the idea is by showing and communicating empathy with your ears as to what that person is, whether it's good or bad, it doesn't matter. We always should show empathy towards people and know the difference between sympathy and empathy. There's a huge difference.
Yes.
When we connect with someone else's feelings, when we realize that we have felt how they feel, or we feel how they have felt, we create this crazy, amazing social connection with the person. That's what empathy is. So basically, the secret of the mission is empathy equals kindness, which equals happiness. And I do that all the time. I know that that's one of our interview questions, Jeanette. I don't know if you know that, but one of our interview questions as a teacher is to explain the difference between sympathy and empathy. So this chapter was right up my alley. And yeah, it's a standard question in going into the profession of many of public service questions. So I've always lived through the empathy route. So it was a good chapter. It was really, really good chapter. So the challenge is talk to someone you've never met before and really listen. Open your ears with an empathetic ear and really listen and make that connection, because it's very magical.
So can you, top of mind, share who you met this past week? Just because I know you were out and about, guys. We are friends. We do look at each other's Facebooks, and we text back and forth. And I know a couple of times we've chatted. You've been on Marco Poloing, or I've been wherever, and you've been out and about in the world.
Yeah.
So somebody that you just kindness.
I met someone today.
Oh.
Fred across the street was helping our neighbor who's got this crazy scaffolding up where he's painting his eaves and so forth. And I was really nervous, and I'm watching my neighbor doing it, and he came over and I was offering help and he was offering help. I couldn't because it's too heavy. The scaffolding is too heavy. Yeah. But I struck up this conversation with Fred, and we made an immediate connection and of you know what, community building. That's what our connection was how to be kind to our neighbors and really lend a helping hand. And it was sort of, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Oh, timing is everything. We made an immediate connection over just the community building and how we have really come a long way in this last year and a half of understanding. Watch out for your neighbors and lend a supporting hand, whether you know the person or not. So that was really cool. How about you? What was your chapter?
Well, I did chapter number 5. And that is what stops you from being kind.
Yes.
And this one here, I felt drawn to this past week as Kathy, you know me as being kind, and I'm kind with a lot of people. I'm kind with everybody.
Yeah.
What's been happening in my kind of personal life as we are starting to open up and get back to some sense of normalcy with business and where we're going to take ourselves, and we've learned a lot these last year and a half, is understanding where I need to be in order for my kindness to be felt authentically. And that was something prior to, March 12th last year, is I tended to show up because I felt I needed to show up to help other people, and didn't necessarily help myself, was being kind to myself with this.
Mm-hmm.
And I can remember, back 4 weeks ago when you were on this chapter, and it talks about, okay, your cue the sneeze. If you guys hear a cow, I live on a farm, and right out like a window less than 5 feet, there's the cows right out the window. So it's like real TV here, or real Zoom here. And he had his little checklist, would stop you from being kind. And mine is, I look through the world with kindness eyes, and it's number 2, that I'm angry the world is so hard and mean at times. And it's you want to go out and stop that.
Yeah.
So that was number 1. And then number 2 in his quiz, it was I don't want to get embarrassed or worse, rejected.
Oh.
And that led me to, he's on his page, the big hurt. And his big hurt was to not feel alone in his life.
Yeah.
And I don't know that he says to share or not, but my big hurt was about not being left out. Being left out or not communicated with or not believed is my big hurt. That truly, guys, this is what we can be in life. We can be kind in life. We can show gratitude. We can. And will that still be okay? That in the past, when I have you ever heard that phrase? It's cruel to be kind. That phrase, and it's like, okay, no, enough of that, Jeanette. You can just be kind for being kind.
Yep.
You do belong in this hat called kindness. And that is where I've been thinking this past week, because of course people are saying, Jeanette, come here, as things are opening up. And it's like, okay, where do I want to make sure I make my biggest impact? In kindness, in gratitude, in appreciation, in love, and acceptance.
Right.
And I'm not just being there as kind of the token.
Yes.
Oh, Jeanette's gonna make this place look great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you have to get involved with things that speak to your heart, so that you're not putting yourself into that position. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And it's been interesting this past week, and it's like, okay, I don't need to go there, but oh my gosh, I could go there and have a bigger impact and kindness.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you.
So
and it's one of those things where we've developed into these people that we are today, which is thus brought us together. Like people think we've been knowing each other for a long time. We haven't, right? You and I have just, it's kismet, right? You and I are just meant to be together. And you're like my other sister, and it takes a lifetime to learn those skills, these skills that we're learning from this book. We're learning life skills. And wouldn't it be great if the younger generation, 20s and 30s, dove into this to really make a connection to it? Because I think, holy cow, that would just change everything. I just look back in chapter 5 for me. My big one was I'm shy and I don't really know what to say. Yes, I am a shy person. And the other one was I'm not shy and I still don't know what to say, because I have moments, because I can be very introverted, and I don't know what to say. So it's it's kind of interesting. I love this journey we're taking, Jeanette.
Oh, it's just amazing, because the words that pop off the page, he's written it in such a way that it's not big mumbo jumbo and like big words and stuff like that. It's just really thought out words. Even the cow agrees, because he moved at the same time.
I heard that, actually.
Yeah, awesome. And the check mark at the end of this chapter is beautiful. And we're lucky that, we'll pretend that's me on the shore, that we do live by water. And it says, we all have a big hurt that stands between us and the world. Today, I start to heal my hurt so I can share my heart.
Yeah. And what's your big hurt?
Fear being left, belonging.
That's your big hurt. Okay.
That's my big hurt, is belonging. I was picked last as a kid,
Yeah.
in school. It's, yeah, what is my big hurt, is do I belong?
Yeah.
And I know
You
when I
can
work
relate
up,
to
yeah,
Leon a great deal then.
yeah,
Because when we interviewed him a few weeks ago, that was a lot of his story, was
yeah.
just not belonging and being the last one all the time. Wow. I
Ah.
love this journey.
Oh, it's so good. And I just did my little X, because we get to pass and do
Yep,
our
I
little
did
X
mine. Yep,
on our book.
yep.
And it's just amazing. Today, Kathy, I was out and I finally, after a year and a half, got to do a portion of my job again, and
Yay.
seeing beautiful little kids, and sharing, and being in a store and just chatting, and
Yeah.
oh,
It's what you
it did my
thrive
soul
on.
up.
Yeah, it's what you thrive on. I'm so happy for
Yeah,
you. Yeah. Well, thank you everyone for joining us tonight on our Sunday reflections on Go Be Kind. And we love you all. And we'll see you next Sunday, I hope.
absolutely. I'll be here.
Yay, I'll be here too. Bye for now.
Bye bye.